Okay, it's Cammy time. And Cammy is the most successful character in Capcom Pro Tour right now. 8 Cammys in Capcom Cup. That is so much. She kind of took place, she took Luke's place from last year. Anyway, we kind of expected Capcom to nerf Cammy a little bit, but I don't think they kind of went ham. Anyways, her crouching medium punch. This is one of the best moves. Now have more recovery on whiff and hurt box extension. This is actually a lot easier to whiff punish now because the hurt box is extended a lot. Like the time where its extensions are like improved, how much the hurt box is extended by like 14 frames, so much. That's actually kind of insane. So this is one of her key moves. Another one of her pokes, I haven't seen Cammy players use it that much, but it's a sweep. Now less distance when it happened to get blocked, less pushback, so it should be a little bit easier to punish on block. This next one is major. Oh my god, I don't believe it. So when Cammy hits you with an OD uppercut, she doesn't switch sides. And this is gigantic because this is the reason that Cammy was very difficult to deal with sometimes, especially once you get her cornered, because she would use the uppercut and now you are the one cornered, but not anymore. She doesn't get a free corner side switch with her OD reversal. And so yeah, she lost like her extra privilege on the OD uppercut, and that's a big deal. Obviously when you use like the heavy version, that still like charge, that still act like the old one, but obviously this is not this is not an OD reversal, so huge. Another change that is also significantly targeting Cammy, Cammy's like privileged options, I should say, or what used to be really privileged, is the dive kick. So what they made it, what they changed is that now when you hit the dive kick at the situations where it used to be like from 0 to +2, so we're talking about like really low dive kicks, like that. See this? Now this is 0 frame. She's not even plus. Interesting change. Now obviously you could use this as like an anti-throw bait, and this is traditionally what it was used as. And I do think for that it will still work because you're getting the punish counter, so you're still +4, so you're getting like a follow-up anyway. And I think like you can still do that, but maybe if the opponent like you got a regular hit, the opponent wasn't like he didn't get the punish counter, now he got nothing. Very weird change. And obviously because it went from like +2 to 0, now you are only getting like +4 at best on the punish counter. So you're getting like a jab punish, which obviously means scaling. And maybe prior you could get like +6, +7, so you're getting like a medium, or at least like a straight out back heavy punch, back medium punch. Doesn't work anymore. So, oh my god. So yeah, this will not work anymore, which that's a meaningful nerf to her. The final one is a change to her hooligan slide, and they increased the hurt box upward. I think this is to make it so that the move, as you see now, will be like more susceptible to drive impact, because you just used to slide under drive impacts, but not anymore. Now she is getting punished. Big nerfs to Cammy. This takes a lot of her unique defensive options, or her unique strengths on defense. The side switch on the uppercut is a really big deal, especially once you got her cornered, and the fact that now she gets even less, like from the dive kicks. I also should say that they made these safer on block as well. Oh my god. So now it's always like -2 if you got like the first hit of that. So it is a little bit safer as well on block like that. So nerfed, but a lot of the other top tiers got nerfed as well. So we're gonna have to wait and see how she fares up in the whole meta. But I still think this is just this is a direct blow to her defensive prowess. So let's now go over the balance changes for Chun-Li, and the first one is kind of surprising. They actually buffed modern Chun-Li, which I thought was one of the best characters in modern. One of her weaknesses was that she doesn't have an overhead in modern, and what they did is that they gave her all of her stance move. Prior, I only had access to like the kick follow-ups. A light, medium, heavy would get you like light kick, medium kick, heavy kick. Now, if you pressed regular, neutral, and light, medium, heavy, you are getting the punch follow-ups. And if you press down, you are getting the kick follow-ups. So this is actually a really big buff to Chun-Li because these moves, especially like the slide now, is really good. Having an overhead for mix-ups is really, really good. Kind of surprised, like I said, because I thought she already was one of the best characters in the game in modern. And this was one of her main drawbacks, so them removing that entire limitation is certainly an interesting direction. They buffed her heavy punch so that now this is generating more drive for Chun-Li. That is great news for the number one Shunner. This is a move you don't use it that much now, but still got its uses. The next one is big. They buffed the stance slide with the medium. This now is very reminiscent of like Street Fighter 5. Used to be 11 frame startup, now it's 7 frame. 7 frame for an anti-fireball move like that is relatively good. Obviously, Ryu here is throwing light fireballs, so I'm cheating a little bit to show you in video, but yeah, this now is a lot better. And obviously because it's 7 frame, like there are new combo routes, like it combos from back heavy punch now, which okay, like I don't know why you would want to use that, but it's something that you can get. So that's a pretty cool change. They also changed her stance medium kick. This now have 2 more frame of advantage, which means that it now combos into her crouching heavy punch. So that actually is a pretty good change for her, I think, actually. Like this now should buff like the situations where you were getting it. She's getting a little bit more damage on the table once she got hit. So actually pretty cool change. This one is should be beneficial to her. The final change to Chun-Li is to her heavy spinning bird kick. They made it faster, so easier to use on combos. Essentially now you get like a bread and butter into it. Yeah. So now you're getting like standing medium, crouching medium into heavy bird kick. Does it combo from the stance light kick? No, it doesn't. But this now combos, so you're getting a little bit more damage on that one. It's obviously like a bread and butter that you use a lot. Although I do think like in most situations, Shunners usually go for like OD bird kick because they want the corner carry and damage. But still, meterless, you are getting a little bit, you could get a little bit more damage now that when you're getting like the heavy. I don't know why I'm struggling so much. Interesting buffs for Chun-Li. The slide, this is significantly important, I think. Should help her against some characters. Chun-Li, I think, struggled a lot against like fireball zoning, especially against Akuma. So I'm gonna be interested to see like how this changed the matchup, if at all, and how will Chun-Li fare in general. Not the changes I would have expected, but welcome buffs to the Shunner. Quickly go over the balance changes for Juri, one of the characters that got very minor change, have been for the past couple of patches actually. Seems that Capcom is perfectly content with her. Anyways, standing heavy kicks, this now is building a little bit more drive, both in and outside Feng Shui engine. A lot of characters are getting changes like that to their pokes, and the same for back heavy kick. Ryu also got like the same exact change, where this is now building them a little bit more drive, so that's okay. The real change here is to this. We now have one more active frame, and I will get into why they did that later, but they are changing her crouching heavy punch. Apparently this is her main anti-air, so that when she gets like a punish counter, they want her to get a little bit more reward. You're not really gonna get like a punish counter out of that anyways, and Juri does have a really good TP. Now let me show you why I think Capcom did this. And how this kind of worked with a change to the heavy kick store. I think it's pretty much for says that you knocked Ken down. Sure, Europa. I think you can get like a juggle here. That's pretty interesting. Come on, Ken, cooperate. See how consistent and amazing this is. See, like you're getting like 2 of them. I think this is the idea. Maybe in some juggles, other juggles, that you can get something better. I'm not really sure, but this seems to me like where they're going with it. Does it matter that much? Not, but with the nerfs to many of the other stronger characters, Juri is probably in a very good place after this patch.